I was a wee one approximately 30 years ago. Today is what day is it? It's Tuesday, 12 May 2026 AD. So approximately 30 years ago, when I was a wee one, approximately 3 years of age or possibly before, I got my first stethoscope. And a stethoscope is an instrument, a medical instrument that is used to listen to the heartbeat. It can also be used to listen to like lungs, breathing, that kind of thing. I had respiratory problems growing up. I have mild asthma. I had to sleep with a humidifier for a while because my throat gets so sore. I'm allergic to pollen, so I get hay fever and stuff like that. So it's kind of like my respiratory system is constantly an upheaval, so to speak. I got this stethoscope, and I was the only person in my family to call a stethoscope a keeper. I held on to it, and I used it on myself. I used it on the cats and dogs, and I used it on my stuffed animals. I was like, because, you know, I like with patients, like, well, I can listen to myself, but what if I want to listen to something else? But the cats and dogs would be out playing or chasing squirrels. And so I'd get them every once in a while, but they'd have to be mellow enough for me to use it. So then I ended up with my stuffed animals and being like, where might the heart be? And so that's kind of it. It's the one, so if you go into a doctor's office, a physician's office, you go in for a physical or something like that. It's the one, at least for me, so to speak from my experience, is the one that's worn around the neck like this. And there's like two plugs on one side that go into the ears, and then there's a little round disc on the other, and they'll put it on the chest. Listen to the heartbeat, or they'll put it, sometimes like I might listen to a heartbeat on a wrist. I've had a stethoscope in a medical setting applied to my wrist. Sometimes I would, for myself, because of my respiratory problems and just general exams, they'd put it on my back as well and check my breathing from my back. So there we go. I had it for a number of years. I held on to it. I was a keeper. I might have it somewhere in one of my long-term bins, so to speak, be it here or somewhere else. But it was a one where it was at an early age. So I do cardiology self-experimentation currently. My focuses are like blood pressure and blood glucose, and then but my interest came a long time ago, and it was with the sound. I have really bad eyesight, and so there was a little bit of, I might not be able to see the heart, but the stethoscope allowed me to listen to what was, you know, inside my body, and so beneath the surface of the skin, so to speak. And so there was a little bit, my attention got held by the human heart, because I could listen to it with a stethoscope, in part, right? It was cool because even with glasses, I struggled, you know, even like in my videos, I keep pushing my glasses up and stuff like that. With sound, I could hear, and so it was it appealed to, vision is not my eyesight is not my strongest sense, or like perhaps highest quality sense, like all natural, so like without my glasses. However, my sound is like in a ranking system, is, you know, top tier. It has been throughout my life, so it allowed me an acoustic channel into my heart interests and cardiology. But yeah, so that's on getting my first stethoscope, and so it was my first stethoscope in the 1990s, and that is 1990s AD. And I'm Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle.